I grew up.
Microphone.
I grew up in the Maxwell Street area, and I have a number of stories that happened to me as I grew up, and this is one of them. We had a group of guys that hung out together, and we called ourselves the Pranksters. As I stood behind a tall white cement pillar and carefully watched a lonely payphone inside the booth, soon the booth door was pushed open and a man rushed in. He picked up the receiver, put a dime in the phone slot, and waited for the phone to ring on the other end. The line was probably busy. He hung up the phone, put his finger up the coin return to retrieve his dime, but it wasn't there. Little did he know, his dime was resting on the toilet paper that was stuffed up inside the coin. As an official member of our neighborhood pranksters, I stood watching where I could see everything, yet couldn't be seen. 7 of the phone booths in a long row of booths in Union Station on Canal Street had toilet paper stuffed inside the coin returns. This was the brainstorm idea of Squeaky Laporte, along with 3 high-spirited 12-year-olds who joined them in the escapades of stuffing toilet paper up the coin return. The 4 of us, Squeaky Laporte, Dave Dada Hernandez, Mario DeSandro, and I, Bobby Butts Eisenberg, viewed the phone activity from a secure location for about 20 minutes. With his high-pitched, squeaky voice, Squeaky said, "You know, guys, we've had a number of scams to make money to support our pinball habit, but this time, we're gonna make a killing." That said, we slipped into our assigned booths, pulled out the toilet paper, and listened to the tinny tinkling sound of the dimes falling into the coin return. Our dimes were collected by our banker, Dave Dada Hernandez. Excited, Dave said, "Let's get out of Union Station and head for downtown. I calculated our finances and we have enough money to play the pinball machines with some left over. Let's head for the arcades across the street at the Oriental Theater." We walked into the arcades and opened a new exciting experience. Watching people of all ages and all walks of life, from tourists to city dwellers, standing in front of their colorful pinball machines, becoming mesmerized watching the silver metal ball roll down from the top to the bottom of the tilted platform under the glass top of the machine. As the ball traveled from top to bottom, hitting levers, bouncing out of holes, and on its way to the bottom, it would set off flashing lights, bells, chimes, all the way down. The sounds coming from many rows of machines, they seemed to be saying, "Come on, play me. I'll be your big winner." In our world, downtown was our playground. We went from one activity to another. When the frolic of the arcade was over, we walked across the street and watched a movie at the Chicago Theater, along with a stage show that featured Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis, and sometimes Red Skelton. After all this activity, we were worn out, but nobody realized we were out of money and had to make our way back home by streetcar. The four of us headed for the 12th streetcar with a plan. We got on the streetcar in single file, and as each one of us walked up to the conductor, we looked at him, pointed back with our thumb over our shoulders to the person behind us. As the fourth prankster, Mario DeSandro, faced the conductor, he shrugged his shoulders and said, "Somehow I must have lost my money." Little did the conductor know that he lost his money in the arcade. He swore I had enough money to pay for everyone. Well, the longer we talked, the longer we stayed on the streetcar before getting kicked off, and the closer we came to getting home. About 4 streetcars later, we were tired but happy after a wonderful day in our playground downtown Chicago.